Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a run. Running back's got it. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. So just one play. They're just shy of midfield now. Decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Looking to pass here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? Finds room at the 30. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Now the all-important extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Tied. He will score. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
Great timing here with the quarterback and the wide receiver. The receiver does a nice job of keeping his route vertical, and the quarterback's taught to put the ball away from the defender towards the boundary. Good adjustment by the receiver and a big play by the offense.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that is no good. And the game's still tied here in the first quarter.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head for a kicker.
Off the 57-yard field goal miss, the offense sets up around the 40. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Caught in the backfield. It's Adams. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The sure hands. It's Riley. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. It's a shotgun run call. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He hands it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit. The football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looking to throw it deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he scores. Touchdown, Alabama. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football. It's a great spot to start this drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Green. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds his man, has the 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, It's really solid defense on that play.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's on the run. Launches deep. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This has been an offensive show so far. Back and forth. Both defenses reeling at the moment. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Thompson. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the football. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Getting set. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. An inside give now from the shotgun. And tackled after a small pickup there. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. A gain sets up a third down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Now they're running on the toss. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Throws a rocket toward the right side. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the defense look slow that time. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they've got the returner corralled. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. And now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. And so with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Knocks that one right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Play action here on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Riley. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense
goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be. First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quick throw. The catch is made. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the first tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
Oh, and he dropped it. We could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it.
Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Inside the 40. Past the 20. At the 10 now. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run. What an electric play. He shows the speed, but they're able to run him down just short of the end zone. You've got to be disappointed.
Oh, what a job of getting into the open space and then showing the speed that he has, but he is walked down so close to getting to the goal line. I just hope they end up scoring on this drive after that run. Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Touchdown, tied. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got his man wide open. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. With the catch, it's Thompson. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback dropping back. He's going for a big play downfield. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Auburn. Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Refusing to be stopped on this play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And they heave it deep downfield. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bama. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Trying to create here on the move. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. And the quarterback keeps it here. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. There's contact on the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage?
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
On first and 10, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. This defense just cannot get off the field. Long march, moves on. They look to throw it here on second down. Punt over the middle. It's Thompson. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it again. Grab down the middle. It's Thompson.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape. And here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Up by 2 possessions here. They have a chance to put the game on ice right now. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, And it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try the left side with a toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They're going to run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock in the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down.
With the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Looking to scramble. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Breaks loose at the 40. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets